I've chosen a selection of books for my Wednesday ramblings. Hi, it's Anna from Post Me a Book. I obviously got lost on my ramblings because it's been a long, long time. However, now that I'm back, I've got three books which I've started reading a while back, still haven't finished. Spoken about this one, Miss Smilla's Feeling for Snow. I started it long time ago and I am getting through it. I'm more than halfway done. So I'm getting through it. And I still say it's still an excellent book. I think I'm just a slow reader. No, I know I'm just a slow reader. And Peter Hoog, he actually writes well. He's very descriptive, so that it's not so easy just to skip a sentence like if you're rushing through a book that you in some cases you can do. But this one, I think you miss a great deal. He's quite descriptive about what he does. He captures what he wants to say very well. And because it's a thriller, you have to keep your eyes open. So you can't just look away because you'll miss the thing that he's trying to tell you and you will miss the story. I use that as my excuse that it's taken me a while and the fact that I'm a slow reader. But anyway, so I'm going to continue reading that one. And the next one, which is actually, it is actually a thick book, as you can see. But do not worry, this one is poems. And even if it's a thick book, as I've said before, poems are not something you have to read all at once. So this one is actually Emily Dickinson's The Complete Poems. And there was one that, no, these poems, I think she's actually also good. You know, I've never read a single book by Emily Dickinson. So this one's the first. I'm not even sure if she's written any books, but I think she has. Yes. Okay, I'll come back to her poems after I've read a bit more. But her poems are actually good. Wait till the majesty of death invests so mean a brow. Almost a powdered footman might dare to touch it now. I do love poetry, actually. I am one who loves poetry. Sorry to say, I love rhyming poetry. I'm not so good with poetry that doesn't rhyme, but even non-rhyming poetry, I can enjoy it. I think I get so much I form my own picture by reading poetry. Uh, that's why I do like poetry. But that's another book that's on my list just now, my Wednesday Ramblings. And the other one, I just not so long ago put out a video where I took up James Ngugi's Birth of a Dreamweaver. And because of that book, I started reading another book by him, which is Wizard of the Crow. I forgot to say that book, which I also have here somewhere. Wait, let me see. Birth of a Dreamweaver. I read this book, or I bought this book because I did actually buy a book because of Florence from One More Book podcast, I think it's called. And she talked about this book. And partly because it was based in Uganda where I've been, I thought I must read that book. So it was her who introduced me to James Ngugi. That's not to say I didn't know who he was, but in actually picking a book of his and reading it, it was because of her. So thank you, Florence. Very good book. This one also, I say what I said with this book. It is a good book, this one. He is a good writer. He actually writes and explains and gives you the picture of what he wants to tell you very easily. I think you don't have to struggle to see what he's trying to say. And then you see the convoluted way he's trying to bring in the politics. Because I can see there's a ruler in this book. And somehow he kind of reminds me of Trump, dare I say it. Yeah, I dare say it. He reminds me of Trump, where he's a person who 1 minute he likes one advisor, but he's putting them, and then he has another advisor and he's putting them up against each other. So neither one knows when he's going to be dismissed. And they're both trying to fight against each other to put the other one on the side and all that kind of politics. So that's this book. It's quite a thick book, very easy to read nonetheless, but still quite a thick book. I'm about halfway, and it's still going to take me a while because I am, as I said, a slow reader. So, Wizard of the Crows, what I'm reading, the complete poems of Emily Dickinson, and Miss Smilla's Feeling for Snow. Those are the books that I'm going to, these 3 books are the ones I'm going to, now I've got 4. Let me just get rid of one. These 3 books. These are the ones that I'm trying to get through. I am going to get through, not trying, I am going to get through. Might still take me a while, but I'll still get through them. As I decided to slow my videos, or because my reading is slow, I gave up trying to bring out a video that often. So instead of what was I trying to do every week? And perhaps I tried every 2 weeks. Perhaps it will be a video every 3rd week. And Wednesday Ramblings. I think Wednesday Ramblings I can actually manage to put in because that's easy enough. It's the kind of update. And there was an update that I was going to give you. There's some books that I've read that I'll just show you. I did actually read The Goddess Crown, so perhaps that one will be on my next video. This one was a debut book by Shade Lapite, and she actually had a book channel, but I think when she started writing, because I haven't been watching so much for the last few months anyway, but when she started actually writing more, I think perhaps she hasn't had time to put videos out on her book channel. But this was her debut book. It's actually aimed at youth. What is it called? Youth books. But it's a good book actually. It's I guess you'd call it fantasy. You wouldn't call it sci-fi, so it must be fantasy. But for a debut book, she's done good. She actually did well, and it's got a very nice cover. But I'll talk about that one next time. I also had We Are All Birds of Uganda, but I haven't finished this one. I started it, but I started it most by audio. Then I thought, let me just buy the book and start reading it. I bought the book and haven't started reading it. It's on my list. That one's also got a good cover also. This one is about, let's see, he's called Hassan. No, I don't think it actually starts off with Hassan. I don't think he's the main character at the beginning because it says Hassan is struggling to run his family business 1960s. I think Hassan is probably the father. It starts out with a younger guy in London who's living in London, and he gets a job that he's afraid to tell his parents because he's quite successful in London, and it means that he's going to leave London, and he's afraid to tell his parents and his friends because I think he feels that they'll be against his idea of leaving London. That's as much as I remember about that one. Madly Deeply, the Rickman Diaries. I've started this also, but not finished it. And this one, I don't know why I haven't finished it because it's not exactly a difficult book. It's like a diary. So he writes it and gives you the dates, and then he writes a short paragraph. So really, I think that one I should read and finish by next week. So I'll do that. That's the plan. And this one I also started, Windrush, the irresistible rise of multiracial Britain. Mike Phillips and Trevor Phillips. So I got about that far. So I'm not yet even halfway. Well, that's quite impressive for me that I got that far. So there's hope for me yet. I don't think it will be next week or the week after that. Well, before the end of the year, perhaps. So those are the books perhaps I should just focus on for the end of the year. Trying to say I'm going to read any more, I know is not true. It is so not true. I am sticking to these books for the rest of this year, and then we'll see. If I manage to read them all and I can read one more, then I'll throw it in. But anyway, that's it for today. Tell me what books you're reading, how it's going, how you manage to get the time to read, and like and comment. Until next time, bye bye.